Need a boost? Sometimes all it takes is tapping into your inner cool. Icebreaker's gum helps you unleash the confidence within. Each chew releases a rush of icy flavor powered by cooling flavor crystals, sending a wave of refreshment to reinvigorate all your senses. Icebreaker's convenient pack fits everywhere, from car cup holders to backpack pockets, so you can find your cool wherever you go. Grab Icebreaker's gum online or at a store near you.
These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey weirdos, I'm Ash.
And I'm Alaina.
And this is Morbid.
Sure is.
I'm standing really close to the mic today so that I blow your eardrums out because I just always feel like I can't hear myself and I'm working on it.
And she's actually sitting really close to the mic. She's not standing.
Whatever.
She's lying to you right now.
Whatever.
She just lied to you.
What the fuck ever, Alaina.
So hi, everybody.
How is your week been going?
We hope you enjoyed your really intense 2-parter last weekend.
I feel like you guys did. That case was fucking bananas.
It really was bananas. And we've been obsessed with the Facebook group coming up with new ways for Jasmine to like have a bad day every day of her life.
I love the Facebook group. When I'm really having a bad day, I'm like, I'm going to go into the Facebook group and I'm going to read that shit.
Because it makes me smile. So keep doing that stuff because we read it and we absolutely love it. It makes my day.
You guys are the best.
You really are.
And you know what? We want to give you something for being the best. So why don't you go on over to murderapparel.com and fucking buy yourself a shirt and get 25%?
That sounds good.
25% off if you use our code MORBID.
MORBID.
You can get whatever shirt you want for 25% off, but we suggest that you get our shirt because it's fucking dope.
It's just a suggestion. It's just us throwing a light suggestion out there.
Get our shirt or I'll burn you alive.
Get our shirt.
I'm kidding. Get whatever the fuck you want.
Because they have great shirts. Like we've said before, they have ones that say, the husband did it.
And
that's enough.
Dead inside.
I just got a shirt from them that says basically a detective, and it's great.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I need to stop buying things online, but I'm addicted to murder apparel.
And you should be too.
Go on over to their Instagram at MURDERAPPAREL. The link to the website is in their bio. And again, use our code by Morbid. I was on a fucking roll there.
You were really
Use our code Morbid.
MORBID. BID.
For 25% off.
That was a good segue.
Thank you.
I really like that.
I'm really good at
I
segues.
was very impressed by that.
It's because I fucking make small talk every day of my life.
So we have just one thing we wanted to mention because it's all over the news and it's kind of bonkers.
And we're really fucking confused.
Yeah, and we feel like you guys are probably going to be equally as confused, but also intrigued. So here in good old Massachusetts,
M-Town, what up?
there was this Amesbury girl, 13 years old.
Yep.
Her name is Chloe Ricard, I believe.
Yep.
Monday afternoon at like 4:47 p.m., she was just dropped off at Lawrence General Hospital, and they drove away. But when she was dropped off, she was dead.
So they dropped a dead girl off
They
at the
just dropped
emergency
a
room.
dead 13-year-old girl off at the emergency room, and now they're like, what the hell is going on?
And we don't know who they is, right? Like,
No.
we don't know who dropped her off.
Nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows. And she's at the medical examiner's office right now to do an autopsy, but we probably won't find out a lot for a little while.
I think they, on the news tonight, I think they said they did the autopsy, but they didn't release anything yet.
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
I want to
But-
fucking know.
But I just, that's like a bonkers thing. Like, so when we find out any updates, we'll let you guys know. But I just wanted to share that one because that was a crazy bit of true crime news that's happening in our state. So after we let you guys know that happy news, let's go into our case for today, shall we?
This week, we're going to be talking about...
We are going to be talking about the rape and murder of Angie Samota. Now, I know this sounds like it's going to be a super bummer, and it is.
Obviously.
But there's like a little bit of like a silver lining at the end that
Yeah.
might give you a little bit of like a boost. Because I know Jasmine and Jeremy was real rough. Israel Keys was real rough.
Rough as fuck.
Wasn't a lot of levity at the end, especially Jasmine's sentence. It was like made everybody angry, and it made us angry. So we figured we wanted to pick a case that at least had some little like glimmer of hope at the end for you.
Glimmer of hope for humanity.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's talk about the murder of Angie Samota. So Angie, which is what she liked to be called by her friends, Samota was born in 1964 in Pennsylvania. She was raised by a single mother. She had a pretty typical childhood. She decided she wanted to attend Southern Methodist University after high school.
And that is where she met her roommate, Sheila Wysocki. Is that how I
Yeah.
say that? Cool. So yeah, they met during freshman year of college at the Southern Methodist University in Texas. So at first they weren't best friends because the first semester that they were paired as roommates, Sheila remembered that they like didn't really get along because Angie had a boyfriend that Sheila wasn't really a fan of. But once Angie broke up with the boyfriend, her and Sheila became like so much closer. They were like opposites in pretty much every way, but they bonded over the fact that they both grew up without the father in their life. Well, their fathers in their lives.
The father.
The heavenly
The
father.
only father.
You know, Jesus Christ.
That father.
I'm just kidding. Sheila struggled with dyslexia, and she was like really just hoping to make it through college, where Angie
Aren't
was...
we all?
I mean, I fucking dropped out, so... Where Angela was very academically focused, and she used to pull like all-nighters studying. Sheila remembers that Angela was the life of the party, and people loved her. She was beautiful and bubbly. She was the social chairman of her sorority. And
Chairman.
She was the chairwoman.
Chairwoman.
And actually, this is kind of weird because in one source, I found that she was a psych major. But then in another source, I found out that she was studying computer science and electrical engineering.
So Sheila was the psych major.
Oh, okay.
And,
So I read it too fast.
Angela was getting a degree in computer science and mechanical engineering.
Bad bitch alert.
Oh, yeah. Because that
Like-
was not common for women to go into that
No.
field back then. So already, Angela is
A bad bitch.
She's a boss bitch. She had a boyfriend at the time, Angela did, named Ben McCall.
Is that the one that Sheila didn't like?
No, this is
the
the one
next
that at the time of her murder, unfortunately. Ben McCall was a construction worker. He was a little older than her, you know, so that kind of made Angela she wanted to be a little more independent, not live in the dorms anymore because she was dating an older guy and she started to feel like she was moving forward.
Right.
So that's when her and Sheila kind of like broke apart as roommates, but they remained really close.
Okay.
And Angela ended up getting an off-campus condo.
Wow, that's pretty dope.
Which, like, good for her. And her boyfriend, Ben, was actually a construction site manager. So he was actually, like, super important in his job. Like,
I think they make, like, bank.
Who knows?
I think construction workers make pretty good money.
Either way, he was an important dude.
For realsy.
So we're going to skip right to the night of October 12th, 1984. There was a huge game that day between University of Texas and University of Oklahoma. Big game, big deal. It was actually called the Red River Showdown.
Friday Night Lights.
That's exactly it. I'm saying Friday Night Lights, all that good stuff.
I miss that shit so hard.
You miss that shit? What shit?
Friday Night Lights. Like,
what does that mean?
Going to the football games on Friday nights.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
So much.
Fuck you. You're a dick. You're such an ass.
We had very different high school experiences. We say this all the time.
I went to football games. It was fun.
I did not.
I didn't know what the fuck was happening. The one year that I was a cheerleader, I fucking would be like, what are we on? Defense?
Did you guys hear that? Ash was a football cheerleader in high school. So either way, big, huge game. You know, they're in the South. These are huge football places. So at the same time, now that's a big enough deal to begin with. Yeah. Tons of people come in from out of state. All that good stuff. Huge draw. The same day, the same weekend, there was also the State Fair of Texas, which is an annual state fair held in Dallas. And it's one of the most highly attended state fairs in the country.
Ooh, carnivals are never good for murders.
Yeah, no, it's no good. And it can bring something like 2 million people at a time.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So that was going on, and also the football game. So it was just like bonkers.
Pandemonium.
Angela was going out that weekend because she wasn't going to miss all this, but Sheila did not.
It's us.
I was going to say it's kind of us. But so she was going out with a girlfriend named Anita Kadala, I believe it's pronounced, and then also a guy named Russell Buchanan. Russell Buchanan was a dude that Angela had actually met before at a bar, and Russell was already graduated with a degree in architecture. He was 23 and he was getting ready to start grad school and become like a full-fledged architect. Like he was on like a really successful path. I think the two of them had planned to like go out to lunch at one point, and then I think she was like dating her boyfriend, so she was like, yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
Right.
But then she called him and was like, do you want to come out with us?
Okay.
Her boyfriend, Ben, did not come out with them that night, but knew that Russell was coming, was fine. Like it wasn't some like salacious thing or anything. Right. And the only reason he didn't come out was because he's a construction worker and he had to wake up super early.
3 in the morning.
So he was like, yeah, I'm not going bar hopping. Like, it's not happening.
He was like, I'm an adult.
But at the same time, he was like, have fun, though.
Love
like,
that.
Bye.
Support your fucking person.
Exactly.
Let them do what they want.
I mean, within reason.
Yeah.
So the gang went bar hopping for much of the night. According to Russell, they ended up at Lakewood's Boardwalk Beach Club, which is now called Mikosina.
Yes. That's a fun name.
Right?
Mikosina.
He said it was like a big, huge crowd in there. It was a lot of fun, he said. After that, they headed over to Shannon Wynn's Nostromo restaurant on Travis, which I don't know where this is, but
I'm like,
people
cool.
who are familiar with the area. And that's where Angie actually got them into an upstairs club called the Rio Room.
Yeah, she did.
She got in, I mean, basically Russell said, quote, she was going from table to table talking to people. She literally knew everyone.
Oh.
So she was
just like a friendly, like, life of the party.
Yeah, and she was what everyone said she was. She was just life of the party, bubbly, friendly. Everyone liked her. So they had drinks, they danced at the Rio Room, all until about 1 a.m.
Nothing good happens after midnight.
No, but they were all just being good people, though. They were like,
good.
It's 1 a.m. All right, we did our thing. Let's go home.
Yeah.
So Angela dropped Russell off at his house on Matilda Street, which was about 5 minutes from her condo on Amesbury Drive. Oh, that's weird. that
Oh,
case happened in
shit.
Amesbury, Massachusetts.
That's really weird.
Yeah, that was a weird connection. The case I mentioned in the beginning happened in Amesbury, Massachusetts. That's just a weird little coincidence.
That is weird.
So she dropped Russell off at his place. Again, he lived about 5 minutes away from her condo. She then dropped Anita off at her place, and then she decided to just stop by her boyfriend Ben's place, which was a full half hour away, just to say goodnight.
Oh.
And he said, and according to Ben, he said, like, we stood in the doorway, we said our goodnights, and then she went home. Like, she just wanted to stop and say goodnight to me.
Oh, that's horrible.
So then she went home to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Now, shortly after she left her boyfriend at around 1:45 a.m., he got a phone call from her phone, from her condo,
No.
and she was basically saying, like, coded things to him. But he had just been woken up, so he wasn't understanding. Like, he was like, wait, what are you trying to tell me right now? So she finally said, I need you to just talk to me. Just talk to me. And he was like, what is going on right now? She said, I need you to talk to me. I'm freaked out. And she told him a dude knocked on her door and asked if he could come in to use the bathroom and the phone. So she said she was really scared, and she thought if she had hung out on the phone with him, that she would be safe. And he was like, what is going on? Like, are you kidding me? So he started asking questions like, who the fuck is this guy? How do you know? Like, what's going on? Are you okay?
Right.
And she can't answer any of this because out of nowhere, the call got disconnected.
Oh my God, no.
So he freaks out, the poor guy. He calls her back, but gets nothing. So he's freaking out. He drives to her place, like jumps in his car and drives to her place.
Oh, what a good boyfriend.
He uses his car phone, which is crazy for this era because it's in
Yeah.
the 80s. But he was a construction site manager, so he happened to have a truck equipped with like a huge car phone.
like
Zach Morris.
yeah,
like,
I wanted to say Zac Efron.
like Zac Efron. But he uses it the whole way there to call her over and
Oh my
over and
God.
over. He gets to her place, he knocks, he calls her name, but no one's coming out and no one's answering.
Oh my God, this is gut-wrenching.
So he calls the police from his truck. This was before 911 was like widely used as
Like, established.
Yeah, so he had to call information to call the police.
Damn.
Now, police show up at the apartment right away.
Oh.
One of the investigators was a 20-year-old female rookie cop.
Jesus.
Senior Corporal Janice Crowther, I think her name was.
Uh-huh.
She said as soon as she came to that condo, she said she just knew something was off.
She had a
She had a
feeling.
feeling. She said there was dread in the air. Contacted the condo manager to unlock the door because they still weren't getting any answer. At 2:17 a.m., they entered the apartment and they found Angela naked on her bed, lying next to a giant stuffed bunny
Oh my God.
and with her eyes wide open.
Oh.
She had been brutally raped and stabbed 18 times.
Oh my God.
Yes. One of the things that I believe that same rookie detective said was that she had like brilliant blue eyes.
Oh.
And she said, I just remember her eyes because they were wide open. Like, that's it, like,
I
still
hate that
bothers
vision
her.
in my mind.
Now, the medical examiner said the fatal wound was to her heart. And this wound to her heart was so brutal, in fact, that the heart was actually stabbed entirely outside of its cavity.
So it like jolted it?
Basically, it was pulled out of her chest.
What?
Detective Crowther said, quote, we found Angela lying on her bed with her heart basically cut out. It was lying on top of her chest.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
he like pulled it out with the knife?
he must have just brutally, I mean, she must have just been demolished and he just yanked it out. Yeah. This dude is a monster.
And this all happened like literally right when she got home.
Yeah, I mean, this was a very short period of time that this happened. In fact, and I'll go over it in a second, they think that it might have happened while her boyfriend was outside. I know. It's terrible. It's like really bad.
I don't even have words for that.
I know. This is definitely brutal.
And if I was him, I wouldn't want to fucking know
no,
that.
I wouldn't want to know that at all.
Oh.
I mean, even with it being in the early 80s, they were able to get some samples collected of blood and semen and scrapings from under fingernails.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't do a lot with them, but they got them.
Yeah.
So that, and it ended up being great later. So
Exactly.
at the time, they weren't able to do a whole ton with it, but it does end up being a huge help later. So when they did test the samples that they could test, it was discovered that they were working with a non-secretor. This means that the fluids belong to an individual who does not leave the antigens that distinguish their particular blood type in any of their fluids.
Interesting.
Yeah. So their semen won't give you their blood type because the antigens are not present.
So they just have like dickhead semen too.
Pretty
like they
much.
are a dickhead and then
Pretty
their semen's
much.
a dickhead too.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah. So immediately they immediately had some suspects that they wanted to work right off the
Was her
bat.
boyfriend one of them?
The guy she was out with that night, Russell Buchanan, became a suspect right away.
Yeah. I just
He
keep
is
thinking
5
of Tom
minutes
Buchanan.
away. I know, right?
I
think
picture
that
him
too.
with like a mustache.
Me too. I keep thinking about it. Her ex-boyfriend, who Sheila hated,
Yep.
he had cut up her clothing in a rage once and threatened her with a knife when they broke up.
Wow.
So the police were like, he looks good.
Probably did it.
Yeah, they were like, that might be right.
People are fucked.
They also looked at her current boyfriend, Ben, unfortunately.
Meanwhile, he was like distraught as all hell.
Well, luckily, Ben and the ex-boyfriend were found to be secretors.
Oh, okay. So they didn't
So
do
they
it.
were cleared pretty quickly because you don't fluctuate between being a secretor and a non-secretor.
That's a really
you are
fucking
one or the
gross
other.
word.
This left Russell Buchanan. He lived 5 minutes away. He was out with them that night, and he was a non-secretor.
Oh, no.
So mind you, about 80% of the world population are secretors.
Can we stop? Can we come up with a different word?
I don't think secretor's bad.
It is.
Secretor.
Could you not?
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I kind of love it.
Be a good band name, though.
It would. The secretors.
No, just
The
like,
non-secretors.
ew.
That'd be great.
Ew. I don't know why I don't like it.
Well, get used to it, man, because it's part of this. Like I said, about 80% of the world population are secretors. So he is part of the approximately 20% of the world that isn't, which by comparison, that's a small percentage.
And you live 5 minutes away.
Yeah, and with everything else, you're like, uh-oh, Russell.
Yikesies.
So when they went to interview Russell, Monday night around 6 p.m. was when they did this. And he was still in his suit from working his first job, which was like an internship with HKS Architects
Okay.
in downtown Dallas, I believe. They claimed he was acting kind of strange because he was claiming he had no idea that Angela was dead. And this
Okay.
was after it had already been all over the news
Right.
for like a day or two. So they were like, that's weird. Like, why are you being like, what?
And
I
you
had
live
no
like
idea.
5 minutes away from her and you're like kind of friends with her.
Well, he claimed early the morning after they went out, he said he went immediately to his friend's wedding the next morning.
Oh.
And then went immediately to his family in Houston to visit, which was already a planned visit.
Okay.
And he was like, I literally didn't stop. That I went to Houston to visit my family right after. And then he went straight home Sunday night and he did a ton of work for grad school and said he never even peeked at the news. Mind you, this is before smartphones.
So
And
it
this-
was believable.
And it's kind of believable to me only because, and I wrote this down because I was just thinking about it. I was like, sometimes I'll ask Ash her opinion on a news story. And she hasn't seen it. And this is in the age of smartphones. So,
I am a busy person.
but that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, it's believable.
I can't completely be like, well, that's bullshit. Nobody would.
No.
I'm like, you know what?
The whole time I was about to say that, but I tend to like circulate things back to myself too much, so I decided not to.
I just thought.
Thanks
of
for
you.
doing
I
it
was
for
like,
me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You know what's really terrifying? That unfinished college degree lurking in the background, just sitting there, waiting for you. That's where Southern New Hampshire University comes in. With flexible online degree programs, there's no commuting, no rigid schedule, and no more excuses. Plus, they have some of the lowest online tuition rates in the U.S. Visit snhu.edu/morbid to learn more before your degree becomes just another story about what could have been. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
So he never called a lawyer while they were talking to him because he was trying to remain chill.
Yeah.
And they searched his apartment, and this is kind of a funny aside. He said the apartment was filled with a bunch of knives and old spears because his roommate had just returned from a 2-week African safari.
Shut the fuck up.
And he was like, considering how Angela was killed, this was a really bad look for me.
Oh,
like that there was all these blades
around my
spears.
fucking house.
They gave him a polygraph. He passed it.
Okay.
They were still hanging on him being the guy, though, because they were like, this is just too much, just pointing to him.
Too convenient.
So they put him on surveillance. Now, for the next 6 months, they would bring him in periodically just to question him again.
Mm-hmm.
And they would give him more like polygraph tests. They were trying to catch inconsistencies in his stories. Nothing was changing. He was telling the same story over and over again.
Right, because it's like, what happened?
Eventually, he was forced to get a lawyer because they were claiming his polygraph was actually inconclusive now and that he didn't pass.
Oh.
So he could kind of see, like,
Where this was going.
they're going to try to charge me no matter what. So I need help. So he did get a lawyer because it was his parents who were like, get a lawyer, dude. Like,
right.
And at one point, he said they unexpectedly held up graphic crime scene photos of Angela's body and demanded he confess. And he was like, it was horrific. Like, I will never get over seeing those.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Because again, remember, she was stabbed 18 times. She was lying naked on a bed next to a stuffed bunny with her heart outside of her chest. That's what they showed him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So now Russell has a problem because he was accepted to grad school in London.
But he can't leave.
And he planned to go.
But that's shitty.
Well, so the police are now freaking out because they can't stop him from going because they haven't charged him with anything.
Oh, shit.
So he's leaving the country. Like, that's bad.
I just feel like he didn't do it, though.
I don't know. Let's see.
All right.
So now they're desperate and they interview Angela's friends and family and they're trying to get more information about Russell, who he is, anybody who knows him. They speak to Sheila.
Okay.
Sheila Wysocki, the BFF from freshman year who was the psych major and didn't drink and didn't party.
Alaina.
Me. So Sheila was a badass from the jump because they ask her if she feels, they basically tell her the whole story about Russell and how they feel. And then they ask her if she feels comfortable going to dinner with Russell wired.
And she's like, fuck yeah, I do.
And they basically are like, we need you to try to get him to confess.
Mm-hmm.
So now, before they did this, like I said, they told her he failed his polygraph, and they implied that he intentionally fled the area after the crime that weekend.
Oh, so they like convinced her that he did it.
So basically, she said, I thought I was going to dinner with the murderer.
Jesus.
With somebody who murdered my best friend.
Right.
Like, that's bonkers.
Damn, how do you act natural?
So this whole thing was unsuccessful for the police because his story didn't change.
Right.
Like, she asked him about it. She brought it up. Story stayed the same. He was like, it's awful. I don't know what to tell you. So he left for grad school in London.
Yep.
Case went cold.
Shit.
So Russell finished grad school. He interned and shit, then moved back to Dallas, and he started a very successful architecture career.
Okay.
He married his wife, Karen, in the early 1990s.
Aww.
He said he mentioned to her about what had happened in his, that he was like, by the way, Sheila Wysocki also moved on, but she was also not ready to give up on this whole thing.
Because that was her best friend.
Because Sheila left college immediately after this. She said she couldn't handle it. She couldn't stay there. Not only was she just absolutely traumatized by losing her best friend and former roommate, but she said she was just scared. She didn't feel safe anywhere. That person, she said, as far as I knew, if it wasn't Russell, which we still didn't know if it was Russell, this person could be walking around. We don't know.
And I was like, I could know them. I was best friends with her.
Exactly.
I would
she was like,
get
it
the
could
fuck
be
out of
someone.
there too.
Yeah. Now, Sheila moved to Nashville. She became a mom to 2 sons, but she became really, really frustrated that there was no justice for Angela.
Yeah.
She said, quote, I did not like the fact that Russell got to be this big deal architect and lived his life when he had taken the life of my roommate. That bothered me.
Oh.
So she's convinced it's Russell.
Okay.
So she said one day, so she like fixated on this case, but she just didn't feel like she could do anything about it. So one day in 2004, she said she was sitting there studying for Bible classes, and Angela just appeared to her.
Okay.
And she said, I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds ridiculous. It wasn't a hallucination or a voice or a feeling. She said, Angela was standing at the end of my bed.
Wow. I believe that shit, though.
And she said she was terrified.
Yeah, duh.
But she said, I also knew exactly what I had to do.
Wow.
Like, she was telling me that I needed to fight this because the person
was fucking walking around.
Angela was telling Sheila, like, this person is out there and this person can get caught. You need to make it happen. So she was like, all right, I got to do this. So she started obsessively calling the Dallas police to try to get someone to reopen the case. They all were telling her, no, it's, some cases can't be fixed. It can't be solved. It's just the way it is. We're sorry. We did everything we can. We're not going to reopen it.
And Sheila was like, yeah, fuck that.
Within 1 year, she called over 750 times about reopening the case.
Yes, she did. I would do that for my best friend.
Right? And some of Angela's friends and former sorority sisters also started calling too to like back her up.
Good.
Now Sheila said she even set up a quote war room in her house where she would just pour over evidence. Like I bet she had like a big wall with like the red string like going everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that's how I picture it at least. And she just wasn't gonna give this up. So at one time Sheila's husband commented to her while she was in the midst of obsessing over the case. She came up with some connection that she said it wasn't like a meaningful one, but it was something. And her husband was like, man, you would make a great private investigator.
Oh.
And he just said it like, yeah, that's something you would be great at. So she was like, huh,
I'll do that.
I'm going to do that.
Yes.
And she literally got her private investigator's license to try to get access to the evidence that was in storage for Angela's murder.
So she could go through it all.
Crazy. So she said, quote, the FBI has nothing on a worried mother.
Oh my God, yes.
And to get this license, she had to take like a test, obviously. And she had her sons like quizzing her every night. Like she was really intense about it. And now while she was trying to get Angela's case reopened as a private investigator.
Right.
Because she figured as a private citizen, they're not listening to me. If I'm a private investigator, maybe they will take me slightly more seriously. So in the meantime, she started taking on cases, like private investigation cases for neighbors and people.
Like build her portfolio.
Like cheating scandals and all this shit. She said, something I read said, like, we had to stop going to cocktail parties because I was sitting next to people who I was, like, investigating their husband.
Oh my
cheating.
God.
And she's like, it just got a little weird. I had to, like,
wow,
break
this
myself.
would make a really good Netflix show.
It really would. So finally, she says, in 2006, the Dallas police finally talked to her seriously. And they did this because they had put a woman Detective Linda Crum, in the lead role for this case, and they reopened it.
Because they finally took her fucking seriously.
Because Linda Crum was like, Detective Linda Crum was like, I'm going to reopen this for you.
Yes.
So it was like, I kind of loved that it was like two women being like, fuck this, we're going to solve it. And they were, so at first she was like, we're going to reopen this. I don't know how much we're going to have here. We're going to do what we can.
Right.
But she found out that the evidence in storage did contain enough material for modern DNA testing.
Which is so fucking annoying because it's like, if it did, why couldn't it have been opened like way long ago?
Oh yeah, it definitely
like they could have done it. They were just like, sorry.
Yeah, they were just sitting there being like, we don't know where to start here. So
somewhere
in 2008, so that was in 2006 that they reopened it.
Right.
In 2008, they got a hit.
Oh.
And Linda Crum called Sheila and said, quote, we got him.
Yes.
So Sheila says, quote, the next words I expected to hear were Russell Buchanan. But that's not what she said. She named this guy Donald Andrew Bess. I could feel my world turning upside down. For 23 years in my mind, Russell Buchanan was the murderer. And in one split second, everything I thought I knew was no longer correct. Wow. I had made it my life goal to get this man behind bars, and suddenly I felt so guilty.
Oh.
Now,
That's why Angela appeared in front of her, though. She was like, no.
because she was like, you're going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
You got to reopen this
Oh my God, I
because
have
something
chills.
is showing that it's not him.
Right.
And if you just reopen it, it's going to prove that he didn't do it.
Oh my God.
So I know, doesn't that like,
I have goosebumps.
that's like Chilly Willy Spooky Wookie.
It's like an episode of Ghost.
It
I used
is.
to fucking love that show.
of Ghost?
Yeah.
What was that show?
With Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Ghost Whisper.
Yeah. Whatever.
Just straight up
Ghost. Ghost
You
Whisperer.
know that show Ghost?
You know that movie?
That is a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean the show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel you.
Thank you.
You know, Russell was also pretty stunned at this news because he was like, thank you.
I can finally live my fucking life to the fullest.
I've been trying to scream it from the rooftops. He got a phone call from the police. I think it was his wife who picked up the phone, but they got him back. And a sergeant with the Dallas Police Department said, hey, we caught Angela Samota's killer, and it wasn't you.
Is that what they said?
And he was like,
Hey, told
Yeah.
you so.
yeah. Now, so, and actually, Russell says that the sergeant did officially apologize.
Oh, that's good.
He said, quote, I'm looking through your file, and boy, Mr. Buchanan, you went through quite an ordeal.
That's nice that they recognized that.
And he says at this time, he holds no bitterness for the Dallas police.
Wow.
He said, quote, it wasn't their fault. If that was your daughter that had been killed, wouldn't you want the police department to use whatever means necessary to find the truth? I would. As far as I'm concerned, the Dallas Police Department does not owe me an apology. They never did. I'm grateful for the work and the service they did. That's it. Period.
Wow.
Like, he sounds like a really good guy. I was
He
like,
does.
damn, Russell. Like, shit. You spent so long just, like, being
Dodging fucking
Pointed
murder
as-
claims.
as this brutal rapist and murderer, and you're just, like, this good guy that's like, yeah, I get it, guys. It's
Also,
cool.
like, check out my box houses.
Yeah, look at my boxy houses. They're great. So, let's talk about Donald Andrew Bess.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking monster
piece of
who did
shit.
this. At this point in time, he was about 60 years old.
Oh, wow.
He was about 60 years old when they found out that he was the killer.
Yeah.
He was about 350 pounds,
Wow.
which is much bigger than Angela.
Yeah.
He was twice convicted of rape.
How
And
the fuck did he get out again?
At the time that they found out that he was the killer, he was serving a life sentence in a state prison in Huntsville
For rape?
for 2 rapes. Now, the police theorized that he was, because he was out on parole in 1984.
Oh, my God. Where
They
was his
said-
fucking parole officer?
Well, they said he must have become like obsessed and fixated on Angela after seeing her at the bar.
oh, no.
And her friends do say like she constantly had like, because she was a beautiful girl, and
Right.
very vivacious, very perky, you know, life of the party, like we were saying. So she had a lot of dudes that would end up like kind of
like,
becoming,
annoying her.
Yeah, like becoming fixated on her.
Right.
So police think that Donald Andrew Bess followed her home that night. And they think he probably began stabbing her with a kitchen knife to silence her when Ben knocked on the door.
Oh, my God.
He may have finished the whole thing while Ben was calling the police from his truck.
No, I don't know. No.
Which, that theory hurts me to my soul.
I don't want that to be the theory.
I truly, truly hope that is not what happened.
Well,
I mean,
don't you think that it kind of wouldn't be because, like, she'd be screaming if she was getting stabbed? Maybe.
Not necessarily.
Well, I'm going to tell myself that, so
If you hit
thanks.
somebody in like the windpipe or something like that, they're not going to get a sound out.
No, I think she was screaming. I don't think that's what happened.
And I mean, I hope that, again, there's no good scenario here, but
No.
that is a really, really dark scenario.
But then it's also like they were together.
Oh, I know, this is really
And he
hurting
was, like,
my
with
whole-
her.
And I don't have a lot of update on Ben, and I wish I did, but I hope Ben's doing okay.
Oh, my God, me too. Because how the fuck do you ever
I
do okay
really
after
hope
that?
Ben is doing
I hope
okay.
they didn't tell him this theory. Like,
I mean,
man,
he
I
might have read it
think
somewhere.
that,
I hope not. Well, Donald Bess's capital murder trial began in June 2010, and Russell Buchanan testified against him.
Yes.
Yeah, good for him.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and again, at the time, at the time when he killed Angela, He was out on parole for aggravated rape and aggravated kidnapping.
Jeez.
And he raped another woman after or before, it must have been after he killed Angela, and that's when he was sentenced to life in prison.
Because they caught him for that one.
Exactly. So yeah, so basically this fucker got away with murdering Angela, but then was put in prison for life for aggravated rape and kidnapping for violating his parole.
Wow.
Yeah. And he was already in prison
For two
rapes. So this guy is a literal
Serial
monster.
rapist.
He's just a monster. So when they tried him again for Angela, he was found guilty and later sentenced to death for her murder. The jury deliberated for less than an hour.
Good.
He currently remains on death row.
Ugh.
But the case was on appeal, and there's no execution date that has been set yet.
Why was it being appealed?
Well, he gets his appeals.
Oh.
You always get appeals with the death penalty.
Oh.
In summer 2010, while the trial was going on, Sheila said that she and her oldest son drove 650 miles from Nashville to Dallas for the trial.
Wow.
And she said she just wouldn't miss it. She was like, I had to be there. And she's like,
my
I knew.
God.
She's like, Angela came to me for a reason. I had to go and see this through. She said she wasn't there for the death sentencing, because she was like, I didn't need to see that. I'm fine. Like,
No.
I know he did it. So Donald Best did appeal his death sentence in 2016, but he lost the appeal.
Good. Fuck him.
Yeah, he won't get any appeals through. So Russell Buchanan now, like we said, he's a celebrated architect. He has super boxy contemporary homes that he is known for.
Yes, Russell.
But they're beautiful. They're modern, contemporary kind of thing.
Cool.
He's won a ton of prestigious awards.
He fucking deserves it after all that.
Right? He's been in Architectural Digest. He also designs furniture and is an artist. And he is in a permanent collection at the Dallas Museum of Art.
Shit.
So he's killing it.
Killing it.
And honestly, yeah, he's owed a good hand in life.
Yeah.
In February of, I think, last year, Russell actually met with Sheila again.
No way.
Because the two of them came to Dallas to film an interview for an NBC Dateline show about the case.
I fucking love Dateline.
Don't we all?
Was our friend on it?
Keith Morrison.
Keith Morrison? Do his voice.
Hold on, I had to get back. I was going to jump into his soul.
Russell and Sheila met for lunch.
So they meet again.
Tricky. I feel like he just says that.
He does. And so does the guy from Homicide Hunter says that a lot too, I think. Yeah. They have a similar vibe. But yeah, so Keith Morrison might have been there. I don't know.
I bet he was.
And Sheila told him and his wife when they met,
Keith?
I need your forgigness.
She said that to Russell?
To Russell.
Oh.
And she said she was like, I have to explain to you. Because Russell was like, what now? Because I don't think he knew.
Because he probably had no idea.
Yeah. And so she explained to him everything she had done to basically try to convict him.
Oh my God, that must have been wild for him to be like, oh, when you were at dinner, you were
he was
fucking
like,
wired.
What now? And she was like, oh yeah, I spent decades trying to get you charged for this.
Wow.
She was like, I was convinced it was you. And he said, quote, you were just doing what you thought was right for your friend.
Wow. Are
Like,
there
Russell.
more like him in the world?
Russell.
Where are they?
Holy
Russell,
hell,
do you have a
Russell.
brother?
Russell's great.
Is he young?
So, in the meantime, Sheila has founded a nonprofit group called Without Warning, Fight Back, and it's to educate women about rape prevention and self-defense. Her and Russell still have a very close friendship.
Oh, I love
which
that.
is nice. And she said she initially intended to retire once she
then she didn't?
solved her best friend's murder.
Yes.
But then she started receiving tons of letters from people that were just desperate for her help. They wanted, information about loved ones' deaths, all kinds of stuff.
Right.
People being like, you need to help me. I know you can do this. So she said she just kept going with it.
I love this.
Yeah, and she's like, I want to help people. So she now has her own firm called Without Warning Private Investigation.
Wow.
She's currently back in Dallas and working on a 2014 case in which a 27-year-old man died from being shot in the chest. And his family just wants answers, so they asked her for help. And that's what she's working on currently.
This is a glow up for Sheila.
Yeah. So this one, you know, has like a happy-ish ending. It has a nice like feel at the end. Like you feel like
it's like a light at the end of the tunnel because like it like was really sad, but something good happened from it.
Exactly. A couple of good things happened from it. Because it's like Russell's a successful architect now. We found out that Russell's a super forgiving human being who's wonderful. Mm-hmm. Sheila is this badass, like persevering human who decided to become a private investigator, which is obviously her calling in life.
Clearly.
She can credit that to Angela like appearing to her, which must be comforting. I mean, the dude is Donald Bess is behind bars forever and is going to die.
What a shitbag.
A fat shit behind bars. So that's great.
Win.
So yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed that one. It was a little fluffier.
Yeah, we needed
not
fluffy
all fluffy.
case for
There was
you.
definitely some real dark shit in there, but we left you with the fluff.
Yeah.
So
enjoy the fluffinetta.
Be sure to check out our other episode that will be coming out this week. It's going to be an Alaina solo mini-ish morbid.
It's never going to be a mini morbid with you, girl.
It's not. I'm not going to tell you guys what it's about, so just hang on to your butts.
And don't miss me too much.
Don't miss Ash too much, because next week we're right back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Thank you. So, before we get back to our regularly scheduled programming, you could follow us on Instagram at
Morbid Podcast.
Follow us on Twitter.
A Morbid Podcast.
Send us an email.
morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
Join the Facebook group. It's fucking awesome.
Morbid: a true crime podcast.
Check out the lovely website that my lovely co-host so greatly designed.
Woo! Morbidpodcast.com minus the woo.
Donate to our Patreon if you feel so inclined.
Patreon.com/morbidpodcast.
We hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
keep
it
weird. But not so weird that you're a non-secreting, ripping out the heart person of a mean guy, and no, it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work.
You gave it a shot.
I did.
That's pretty weird.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't with this one.
Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. It's either in me or it's not.